So one thing I really like is Google Drive. It is my lifeline this school year. With going online fully last year and some students remaining online this year, I needed a one-stop shop for everything to house all of my information for me and my kiddos. I'm not going to show my personal Google Drive. I'm sorry, my school Google Drive. I'll show you my personal. Um, with my school Google Drive, I don't want to give out names of my kids or anything, but I will show you how to get to Google Drive and everything it has to offer. So if you go to google.com, which is where I'm at right now, if you go to the waffle button, which is what I call it, with the 9 little dots, you click on the drive. And Google Drive transformed the way I did things this school year. There's a lot to learn, but it's not too crazy complicated. The best thing about Google Drive is that anyone can collaborate with anyone around the world. I not only use the collaboration features with my kids, but I use it with my colleagues as well. One way I use Google Drive is I create documents for students to complete as assignments. So for example, I'm going to take you to my Schoology page, which is what we use um, for grading. It's like our Google Classroom where we house all our materials and whatnot. So the Outsiders vocab and the Outsiders comprehension questions are two assignments that I created for my class. And when I click on them, it won't pull it up because it's connected to my school Google account. Um, but it'll pull up a document that I created that has their vocab on it and their comprehension questions. And when I do that, it creates a Google Doc for every kid. So I make one Google Doc and then it splits it up to all the different kids that I have. So that's a really cool feature. I can link the Google Doc I created and it'll create, like I said, a separate Google Doc for each of my students. This is a really helpful tool for me because anyone and everyone has the same document and it's housed for them in a couple places. I've also used Google Drive for students to collaborate on projects. So, for example, if I wanted these kids to do the Outsiders vocab together, I could have them collaborate all on one document and they could each do one vocab word. And they could do the definition, the sentence, and an opposite of it, which is really cool too. We've done it on projects, especially with social studies. If there's a group project, they'll have one kid, if we're doing Rome, for example, we'll do one with culture, one with people, one with religion, one with their taxes, and so on and so forth. I've also used Google Drive in the past with Google Sheets. As teachers, what we do is we separate our caseloads. We separate our caseloads by certain things, which is really kind of great. I've created a monthly budget for myself and I've collaborated with my parents on it. So it's a great, like I said, collaboration tool for anybody. I know in college too, I was doing a master's program online through Slippery Rock University in Pennsylvania, which is where I got my undergrad as well. And when I was doing that, I was collaborating with students on Google Drive by creating a master presentation of our whole class, which was really cool. Unlike Word, you can collaborate all at the same time. So for example, when we do parent conferences and we're scheduling, we create a Google Sheet. We just put everybody's names on there and I can go in and plug in my times anytime I want, even if the person across the hall from me or beside me, or maybe they're working from home that day, they can do the same thing. So we can be on it all at the same time. These are just a few of the things that I really like about Google Drive, and that's what it has to offer that I found useful for me in my classroom. It's a great resource, and I'm continuously to learn more things every day about Google Drive.